The views, opinions, and statements expressed by the host and guests of this podcast are solely their own and not intended as professional or medical advice. The content of this podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and listeners should not make any decisions or take any action based solely on the information provided. Listeners should always seek the advice of a qualified professional with any questions they may have regarding their own personal health, finances, or well-being.
Welcome to the Professional Winner Podcast. I'm with my main man, my brother, Gabe. What's up, Gabe? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. No, I'm super tired. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm good. Yeah.
I am so excited today to talk about this amazing person we have with us today. What an honor. Dr. Pilar, right?
Dr. Pilar.
PhD Pilar.
PhD Pilar.
Yep.
I love it because it reminds me of like what a pillar is, and it's like the symbolism of a pillar is so metaphorical. It's like stability and
Strength.
Strength, exactly. It's amazing.
You didn't let me finish my intro. Like, we got a star here. We got a star here. Like, I got a star. Like, can I list the resume?
All right, go for it.
Sorry.
Lifetime Achievement Award with Joe Biden. Honorary PhD. 9-time award-winning stylist.
Yep.
You want to stop me? No, don't stop me. Mariah Lynn, Rah Digga, Stevie J. This woman is a superstar. She has been in the game for a long time. I am honored that you wanted to come on my platform with my brother and talk to us about the things we're trying to create here and highlight amazing people. And you're a minority woman. It don't get no much better than that. How you feeling today?
I am good. I'm tired. I'm like you, Gabe. I'm a little tired too, but I feel good.
That's good. So Dr. P, so usually how we start is you tell us a little bit about yourself. We're going to go from, you could give us your social security. I know you're doing well in life. We can talk about, from childhood to birth. One thing, as I was doing my homework and going through your media kit and Googling you and looking at all the amazing things that's out there about you, one thing that resonated with me is that, one, you're a momager. Shout out to River Mason. We can't do this without talking about
the name River, by the way.
Thank you.
It's like so cool.
You know River Phoenix, the actor?
That was
Stand By Me. No,
I don't know.
I just aged myself. It's okay.
But you're a momager. You're doing so many amazing things. And one thing I read that resonated with me was that you talked about being in a shelter when you're River. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm professional on the podcast. You know how we do. We started off early. We don't play. We getting straight into it. So talk about that, like being a mom and, how was that process of being in that type of situation and then pulling yourself out the mud and being what you are today?
It was difficult. It took a lot of strength, and I battled with depression a lot for years. When you're pursuing your dreams, people say things like get realistic goals, or they just don't see the vision that you have. And I always say, if God gave you a vision, it's for you to pursue it. No one else can see it but you, right? So just being in the shelter, we lived in a St. Roscoe shelter in Newark, New Jersey until we were able to get, finances up to get my first apartment. And then from there just took off. I decided while the government was paying that portion of the rent for I think it was about 3 months, I was going to grind it out. I started working with, I don't know if you guys remember Jerseylicious and the Glam Fairy, but they were on the Style Network. So I started working with them, doing styling. I worked with my late friend, Crisida Rodriguez, who blew up before she passed away a couple of years ago. But so I started, just doing wardrobe and getting my name more out there and working with people for free. I started interning with Patricia Field while River was literally strapped to my chest, guys. And everyone was so intrigued by him because he was quiet. And you as a parent, awesome. Yeah.
He was quiet.
Literally, how he started his career, I was on set working for free, and they were doing a Pampers commercial next door. And the kid wouldn't stop crying. He wouldn't sit still. He wasn't a good fit. And they were like, hey, you have a baby. You want to try to use him for this? And I'm like, absolutely. Awesome. And I just said, here you go. And I signed the waiver. And, you get a temporary release form one time with the work permit for kids when you originally, start working them. And from then it just kept going. He enjoyed it, and he was actually really good at it. So from then he started landing gigs with Nickelodeon and different movies, and did The Good Fight.
How old was he for that Pamper commercial?
He was a couple of months. He was probably 6 or 7 months old. So he's been in the game for since I was pregnant.
That was his first gig.
Yeah,
oh,
like
man, that's amazing.
that was his first. So, and he's
born into it.
Yeah, he's 12 now. So I was just explaining outside. I'm like, yeah, he's probably faking it right now because he knows how to make himself cry. He's faking his injury, and he's really injured though, guys. So I feel bad, but
he had an injury today.
Yeah, I thought it was his hip, but he told me that it was his thigh and his knee. He fractured his knee or something like that.
Oh man!
So he has to walk on crutches.
He was playing sports.
Yeah, soccer. I don't know. I don't like it, y'all. Gotta be honest. I'm not gonna keep hurting my baby. And he's not a baby. He's completely bigger than me, but it's still my baby. So
bigger than you at 12?
Absolutely. He wears a size 13 in men's.
Oh my god.
He's huge. He's a huge kid, so he towers over me like it's my baby. But he's my pride and joy. He was just my motivation. I always told myself that I wouldn't want my child to give up on their dreams, so I don't have the right to give up on mine. As unrealistic as people categorized it, and it seemed realistic to me, and I had a vision, and it was so crazy because I'm like, I know this is gonna work out, and I just went for it, and it just all aligned and fell into place. I met people like Ty Hunter, who is Beyonce's wardrobe stylist, and we're really good friends. He's literally my brother, and I was lucky enough to be aligned with people in the industry of that magnitude that are just so humble and so generous and able to teach you, and you learn about he dresses Beyonce, the biggest wardrobe stylist in the world, and here I am learning from him just off of a tweet on Twitter.
Wow.
So yeah, I believe in social networking to the fullest capacity.
Let's go into detail of that, of what your dream was, like in detail of how and like what even led you into becoming this, or I guess creating that idea of what that dream was.
I was a designer. Don't laugh, okay? I would make everything from scratch.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
So that's how I got my second half of my name.
I bet your Halloweens were really fun.
Oh, they were really fun. One time, River and I were Doug and Patty Mayonnaise from the cartoon Doug. It was so cute. So we always have the cutest costumes. But I made everything from scratch, like bed sheets and curtains and everything. So that's where the second half of my name came from. And being a designer was too time consuming, having an infant. So I always dressed really nice. So my aunt was just like, yeah, dress me for these few performances I have coming up. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it was, I just started networking outside of her because I didn't want it to be like nepotism where I just got a career offer. For years, no one knew my aunt was my aunt. So they just thought she was my client. And I just started networking and acquiring more clients. And then I built Fashion Guide, which, is my magazine. And
love the name.
Thank you.
And I gotta ask you, if you said aunt, who is your aunt?
Rah Digga.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag Harriet Thugman.
That's my auntie. So she was a big, like a pivotal person in my career as well. She helped me a lot. Just having someone to also give you advice in this crazy industry, the right advice, is essential because everyone's gonna sugarcoat it. They try to make it seem like it's something it's not. It's all, everybody wants the glitz and the glamour, but they don't know that's only 5% of what goes on in this industry. This industry is very transactional. Yeah. So I was grateful to actually even have her as, as someone I can confide in and just be, she's 100% organic. What you see is what you get. And she's just going to always tell you how it is.
You two ladies actually look alike as well.
Thank you. I get that. But I get that a lot. Thank you. I think she's beautiful. So thank you.
So, was this a dream of yours? Like growing up, talk to us as a kid. Like, did you one day know you was going to be a publicist, a wardrobe stylist, like a mom? Like, how was that growing up?
I never wanted kids. Is the crazy. I could never see myself having kids. Just because of how I was brought up. So it was my twin sister and I. Like, we basically raised ourselves.
You have a twin?
I do. Madison J. She's a radio personality on iHeartRadio.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Maddie.
Hey.
But we're a family of entertainers, by the way. But so I never saw myself having kids. I got pregnant with River. I was with his father for it seems like eons. But we were like high school sweethearts and got pregnant with Rivy Pooh, and he's gonna kill me that I said that, but
Rivy Pooh, what up?
I got pregnant with him early on. I was 19. I turned 20 a couple of days later, but technically I was 19. Yeah. So I went to school for education and didn't pan out. I cannot be a teacher. I think teachers deserve so much respect and love because Lord knows I will flip a table and toss a kid out the window. It is a lot. So I really respect teachers. That is a serious job, and I feel as though if you don't have the patience or the love, that's not a field you should get into. And I would have been doing this solely for a paycheck, and that wasn't my purpose. So that was like a safety net for me. So I can go and get an AA in education and go sub somewhere. But I always wanted to be a designer. I would sketch outfits. Even as a child, my grandmother taught me how to sew when I was about 5 years old.
Wow.
And we would sew our pageant dresses. And so it's always been there. But I had so many people telling me it wasn't realistic. But there was always something in me like, no, this is what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
It was destined. Yes.
Love that.
Thank you.
That's amazing, man. Like the journey of, it's the roller coaster. Do you feel like a lot of the tough things you went through allowed you to build that sweat equity and put you in the position that you're in today?
They said swag.
I thought so too. That's
Matter of fact, let's change it. You're a stylist,
It's
so
definitely swag, right?
swag, sweat equity, time. Like,
no, absolutely it did. I don't feel like I would be the woman I am today if I didn't go through the trials and tribulations that I went through. Even with my son's father and I breaking up so early on, and him leaving me while I was pregnant. Now we're the closest of friends. I just went through a traumatic situation in my life, and he was one of the close people there, protecting me, helping me, being there for me, and we're just friends, and we're really good friends now. So I wouldn't be the woman I am today if I was still with him.
Yeah.
I would have still been crippled in that relationship. I would have never had a chance to grow. Or if I would have never lived in a shelter, I would have never known, how to be responsible when it came to paying rent, or how to be responsible and taking care of my child on my own without any help from anyone. So all the trials and tribulations that I faced absolutely converted me into the woman that I am today. And I love the woman I am today. I'm so strong. And, I am who, the younger me would have looked up to. And that makes me happy. So,
speaking of being a strong woman, do you feel like it's been harder for you throughout your career because of you being a woman? Like, do you feel like you had to fight for more? Which we see in a lot of situations and a lot of, careers throughout America. Or throughout the world, excuse me.
I really never had that issue. I've always been very assertive, and I've always been intentional. So I'm super upfront. And that has always, even like in high school, grade school, I've always been dynamic in that aspect. I'm very outspoken. If I want it, I get it done, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I've always been like that. So I never really had that issue, whereas my twin sister's more soft-spoken, so maybe she has, but I've never faced that, because if I want something, I'm just upfront, I'm very blunt, So me being a woman never was a factor to me. I'm a human, and I'm gonna get this done. That's just always been my look on it. If you tell me no, if that door is closed, I'm gonna create another one. That's always been how I take an approach to it. So me being a woman or me being a single mother, I never let anything cripple me. So maybe it has happened, but I didn't pay it any attention, because I'm gonna create that. Yes, absolutely.
Respect.
Oh, yeah. That's powerful right there.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
So what gave you the motivation to start your own magazine? Tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, so you guys are in the industry, right? So I wanted to create
Am I don't know. Not like you.
We all are in there's many branches of the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
There's sports, there's music, but it's all one industry.
Respect.
We all attend the same events, we all network, we all know the same people. So overall, it's the tree, the entertainment industry. There's many branches, but there's a tree. And in this industry, people are so, they're gatekeepers. They don't want to help each other.
Yeah.
They don't believe in pulling one another up. Me, I'm just not like that. I'm a natural giver. If I see an opportunity that makes sense for someone, I literally align them. That just and I get invited to so many events, I get so many press opportunities, and if I see if it's not meant for me, it's meant for someone else, and that's not my blessing, that's theirs. So I believe, I don't know if you guys are spiritual, but I believe God speaks through people.
Yeah.
So it's up for you to I'm so blessed because I give. Anytime I ask God, right, or I pray and I say, this is what I want to transpire, right, I always say, what did I give in order to have that ask, or in order to receive that? So I make sure every day I'm giving to someone. And you know how in the church, I'm not really big on churches or anything like that, but in the church they have tithes and offerings, right?
Yeah.
And you have to give in order to receive. So that's what I do. I help where I can. I give back to the community, or I'll give back to a friend that's an entrepreneur that needs help or guidance or anything like that. And I really believe in that, and I stand, because in this industry, people are just gatekeepers. They're transactional. and they move with malicious intent. And I just wanted to not be that. I wanted to be able to provide a safe place where you could come on set and I will literally have pick Celeb in there and then someone with a blogspot page there, and I'll be interviewing Musiq SoulChild. You know, I wanted to provide that platform where it's affordable, because a lot of people can't afford a publicist at $4,000 or $5,000 a month. It's unrealistic, especially for, you know, up and coming artists or single parents or whatever the case may be. So I wanted to provide that platform where it was safe, and you come on set, you get to network, you meet all these amazing people, everyone that has good energy, you network, you work with your favorite artist, and it's just an experience. So it took off. It literally started off as digital, and I would just use my celebrity friends, so to say. I would ask them to come in and shoot the cover. They would. I would invite like press. They'll come in and interview. It was upcoming hairstylists and makeup artists. They got to expand their resumes just from coming in one day and dedicating one day. So then it kind of took off in Ingram, which is Barnes & Noble. You should, you know. They reached out to me and they're like, "Oh, we want to put this magazine in stores."
Nice.
And so on Amazon, we outsold Vogue 3 years in a row.
Talk that. Say that again.
Yeah, we outsold Vogue, and this is a fact. You can Google it.
Google it.
Yeah, we outsold Vogue, and we had a staff of over 50 employees before COVID hit.
Wow.
So we really took off, and it was like, you know, it's my baby. I'm really proud of it. So we've been around since 2015. So that is my second child.
Can
That's amazing.
Can we snap to that? Yeah, I feel like me and you are cousins. Like,
We could be cousins.
you definitely like hacked my laptop and just said my graduation speech. But
I empowered you.
now, like, I really resonate with you, and it's something that me and Gabe talk about all the time, like the idea of being a giver.
I was about to ask that too.
I'm go, brother. I love you, man. No, you go.
Okay, ladies first.
But the idea of like being a giver, and like, I believe you. I feel like a lot of my blessings is because I think I do for a lot of people, and I don't ask for nothing in return.
Right.
Only thing I ask is that you do for others, and that you be a shining light. And then if we do work together, just give it your all. Just care about what you do. But sometimes that could be draining. So I want you to get real with me. Tell me about the opposite side of that, because like I've been in situations where it's like you see people in high positions, agents, publicists, it'd be like, "Yo, John, sometimes you got to focus on yourself right now." And the more you focus on yourself with all the things you got going on, then later you can come back and help all of these wonderful people that you want to help. So as a person who's been in the game, as a legend in the game, I just want to know, what are your thoughts on that?
A legend in the game?
Yeah, you're a legend. You can say what you want, but you're a legend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, I just went through probably one of the worst experiences of my life because I was giving too much and I ended up falling in love. And it's me taking accountability. And it just turned into such a traumatic experience, and I feel like it was a life lesson. I had pure intentions. They were wearing a mask. So I can't... The tribulation in that is the fact that it was traumatic. And it was something very difficult to go through in all areas. And just to see somebody that you were so close to hurt you to that capacity, it's a lot. It's something I'm still dealing with. But that was probably the darkest that I've been in the entertainment industry, because, again, I'm such a giver. And I was with my son's father for years. And to start and be involved with someone else finally, and then you run into something like that where they were just around you for an opportunity, it made me want to really give up. And I had people like Anthony, like, you know, Pilar, you got this, you're strong, and, you know, you have good friends and a good support system. So the people that actually I poured into and were my friends were actually my backbone through this traumatic experience that I went through. Yeah. So that was the darkest. That was, and I would just say my life, the lesson I learned in that is I wanted to stop. I wanted to give up on the industry. I don't know if y'all saw my post on Instagram, and I'm just like, F this, it's over. Like, I'm about to retire. I don't want to do this anymore. And I just felt like, you know, I was being punished. But the lesson is that I have to not only ask for discernment, but I have to set boundaries. Because like you said, it is draining when you're focusing on so many people. It is draining when you're not prioritizing yourself. So I'm a priority now. My son has always been a priority, but I wasn't prioritizing myself or my career. I was literally getting pressed for everyone else, making sure they're reaching their quota. And my pictures were when I was like 260 pounds on Google. And I'm like, where is my press at? You know, so now I hold myself accountable to the same standards that I hold all of my closest friends to. Like, all right, 2 events is your quota. 2 press outlets a month is your quota, and there's no excuses. I don't care if you had a shitty month. I don't know if I could curse, but I don't care if you had a crappy month. I don't care. Like, you have to reach that quota in order to, you know, keep going in your career. And even through that traumatic experience, I still met my quota. It made me go hard. I just literally marinated myself in work. Literally.
You can curse as much as you want.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I curse like a sailor, by the way, so I'll try to limit myself.
Yeah, I just want to say be honest, we just met today. But that was enough where I needed to say that you're a queen, you're still standing. And that's part of life, right? We go through things and we go through all of these different emotions, but the fact that you're still here, you came in with nothing but positive energy, you came in smiling, and that shows your resilience. And that's sometimes enough for, I don't know what you're talking about, but a real man to respect that.
Thank you.
No disrespect. Matter of fact, I don't know what this is. Who cares? If you want to smoke, that's on you. Whatever.
He doesn't get a Google hit off me. I'm sorry. He already, we had Google on Instagram.
I'm not the guy. They can take the risk at their own time. But I really respect that, and just keep standing. You know, just keep standing, just keep being strong. But you did open Pandora's box.
Okay.
You said something. No, Gabe, it's my goal. Let Gabe go. I'm sorry, Gabe.
As a giver, that whole ideology of a dog-eat-dog world, what does that mean to you?
Gabe. Preach. That was a great question.
This is why I say I ask for discernment, because this industry is very transactional and it is dog-eat-dog, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I ask for discernment solely because I feel as though I will attract the right people around me. It sounds, you're going to get some bad people in a bunch. Don't get me wrong, because when you're an angel, you have a light, whatever it is, whatever you want to
That's my name.
categorize it. Angel?
Gabriel.
Okay. That was good. That was good. That was good.
Tom stamp that, Anthony.
That was good.
That's it. That's the viral moment.
I had to sponsor anything. That was good. That was really good.
Okay.
Somebody clock that. Tom stamp it.
I'm sorry.
You're good. You can only ask for discernment because there are going to be some bad seeds in a bunch. There's going to be a few bad apples. So, but you have to trust that you'll have more positive energy around you than just people that are out there dog eat dog. And, you know, like literally, I went from living in a shelter to being honored at the White House to receiving an honorary PhD. Like, I have more positive around me than dark, and I'm so grateful for my friends like Remy, Denise, Anthony, Lex, like all of this tribe. Antoine, he would kill me if I didn't mention him. He's the one who influenced me to get the cookies, by the way.
Antoine, good decision. Them vegan cookies is popping.
They were
matter of fact, it's Insomnia. We messed with y'all. Y'all could give us an ad, but it's Insomnia.
Yeah, they
They deserve the recognition.
It was delicious.
Yeah, they cookies is popping. Yeah. So it's definitely probably not vegan though. It's too good.
Yeah, I mean, they could get sued, and I will sue them if they play with me. You know?
Yo, we definitely related. I love suing people. I got a couple going on right now. Can't talk about it.
It's okay.
Sorry, Lloyd. I didn't say no names.
But no, like you're gonna have bad apples in a bunch, and you just ask for discernment to be able to, because there isn't gonna be good without bad. It's a balance, right?
Yeah.
So I just ask for discernment so that I can keep continuing to have like positive people around me that when I do have those dark days or when they have those dark days, we're strong enough to lift each other up. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good equilibrium.
How big is your circle?
My circle isn't that big, believe it or not, but I will say I have a handful of really, really loyal friends. I forgot to mention London too. Who can me too? So London too.
Oh, I know London.
Yeah.
Did you talk about the same London? I only know one London.
The stylist London?
Yeah,
that's my baby.
London,
we love you. We love you.
Yo, London, I don't know you, but I love you. They love you, I love you.
Do you know him, bro? That's Zay's cousin.
Oh, that London.
Yeah.
We went to college. Yo, shout out Zay. Love you, Zay. When I said that you opened Pandora's box, you said something about your weight. I always like to go to things that resonate. So you say you was 260. I've never seen these photos. I was 4'15".
Woo, high five.
Dang, she said, "Woo, why not? Why you gonna say it like that?" No, I'm joking. Yo, that's crazy. When people see me, they say like, "Yo, he's still fat," but they don't know. They don't know the story. I'm being funny right now. That's okay.
You look great because it's a mindset. You have to start with a mindset in order to lose weight.
No, the reason why I brought it up because again, you keep showing me and you keep telling me why you're so resilient. Like it's hard, you know.
See me, I had no choice. I had a tumor in my stomach. And it was caused by sugar. That's why I told earlier I couldn't drink coffee.
Oh my God.
It was because I was so addicted to caffeine. I'm sorry, guys. Don't.
No, go.
Yeah, drinking espresso.
No, they drinking coffee, not me and you.
Not us.
We don't want that too much.
I mean, I'm drinking wine though, which is better.
Yeah, and I'm drinking tequila. I don't think that's good either. But listen,
okay,
at least it ain't sugar.
I had to have 2 surgeries to have it actually removed. And it was caused by sugar. And I didn't know that carbs turned into sugar in your stomach either.
It breaks down into
I
sugar.
was on a very strict diet of just like a liquid diet with like health smoothies and tomato soup, y'all. You wouldn't have believed it. And I went down. But I also feel like it was like a lot of depression stuck on me. I was depressed at that time. And so I finally chose me, put myself first. And literally, it was like the weight fell off. You know, I still have my curves, which I am grateful for. But, you know, I love when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh my goodness, I would date her, you know? So,
That's
absolutely.
Amazing. That's awesome. You know what? And I like that jacket, by the way.
Thank you.
It's
Bro, first of all, this is not your moment. You weigh like 100 pounds. This is us talking about health journey. So shut up with your 6-pack. Look at me. Dr. P, look at me. Don't know that's what skinny talking about. You trying to get in our moment. What are you doing here? You and Anthony, light-skinned skinny people getting in the Anthony gonna zoom in the camera on us, on him, and we having this moment. But now, on a serious note, you right. Like, it's no journey. It's crazy. I'm actually 260 now. Okay. But yeah, man, it's been a hard journey. COVID.
415, bro.
Yes, you didn't see the pictures?
I mean, I saw you in Stony Brook.
You didn't.
You were 415.
Yeah, you was a fake friend. You never once say, bro, you about to drop. You need to lose weight. You do it now. We swim a lot and stuff. But like, you ain't never say nothing back then. I was just walking around. See, you know, men is ignorant, right? I thought because, you know, you have a girl, you know, like I used to base my health based on women. Mm-hmm. And then I tried to chase my daughter in the park. This is when I had 1 kid and I couldn't breathe. And I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, I was in Brownsville too. That was even more scary. I was like, what if some drug dealer just grabbed my daughter? Mm-hmm. I couldn't do nothing. Right. I'd be like, yo, give her back. Mm-hmm. Just forfeit. So I was like, yo, it's serious. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I used to literally play with my kids and be like, why can't I breathe? And then I work in medicine, which a lot of people don't know. People see me on social media, like, oh, he's a speaker, he's an author, he's an entertainer. But what I do for a living is I work in medicine. Mm-hmm. And like, you're sitting there watching people be sick and you're telling people how, imagine your doctor was 400 pounds, like, yeah, you need to lose weight. Like, what, bro? Like, what are you talking about? Or I'm not a doctor, but your respiratory therapist is somebody who helps you breathe. Is like, yeah, you need to do this, you need to do that. It was just like, anything I do in life, I want to try to, you know, I'm very vulnerable. I always try to tell my story because I want to relate to people. I want to tell people like, listen, if I've been through this, you can do to this. So you want to be able to relate to people. And if you're trying to teach health, if you're trying to work in medicine, I thought it was a priority. And I'm gonna be honest, it's been a tough 2 years. I have not been consistent. I thank God I didn't gain a bunch of weight during that time, but there's still a lot more work to do. But it's a lot. It's mental. And then it's easy to make excuses. Usually we think we're crazy. We go to the gym like 4:30 in the morning because I know once 7 o'clock hit, I'm going to have 1,000 meetings. Mm-hmm. You know, I got a million excuses that are kind of valid. Like, well, if I don't go to this meeting, we can lose 6 figures. We can do this. We can do this. Why would I go to the gym? So usually I try to start the day where everybody is asleep, where it's like, this is my time to prioritize what I need to do. Mm-hmm. Am I consistent? No. I probably do it consistently for 2 weeks and then I go back off. But it's all a mind game. And, you know, it says a lot about you and how serious you are about your health and how serious you are about everything you do in life. So I just wanted to talk about that because it resonated with me.
That was beautiful.
Health, fitness, what else? Mind stuff. Do you need therapy sometimes?
What? We all need therapy. Like, yo.
We're going to take a break.
Yeah.
You definitely need therapy. Everyone needs therapy. It's amazing. It's a very healthy thing.
In Jonathan Conyers' debut memoir, readers will read this unbelievable story with this unique and diverse cast of characters who Jonathan met along his journey, who helped transform his life from mere survival to unimaginable success. Jonathan's epic story of resilience and forgiveness, optimism and strength proves that neither failure nor success is determined by where you come from, what you look like, or who your parents are. It's about the people you meet along the way. Jonathan Conyers' debut memoir, I Wasn't Supposed to Be Here, is now available for pre-order. Please go to www.iwasn'tsupposedtobehere.com.
Welcome back to the Professional Winner Podcast. I hope you enjoyed the ad. My debut memoir, I Wasn't Supposed to Be Here, written by me, is coming out September 5th. I hope you pre-order it. Thank you so much. I love you all and I support you. Sorry, Dr. P.
Dr. P. Doesn't it remind you of Dr. Pepper? No? Okay. Yeah. Dr. P.
Dr. P.
Like
Dr. Pepper, if you want to sponsor Miss P, she is willing to do that. It starts at $100,000. That's where we starting at the table. I will be negotiating this contract for her.
What's
Reach
your
out
percentage?
to us. Huh?
What's your percentage?
Free for the love.
Oh, okay. With it.
For the
Reach out
love.
to us.
Hey.
Right. Psych, I want some on the back end now. I just don't want to pay taxes on camera.
Tax-free.
Give it to me in cash. IRS, you're not getting your money. Ha ha ha. They're gonna watch this shit and raise it up. They're gonna audit me this year. You can audit me. My paperwork legit. Anyway, television.
Yes. Oh.
TMZ.
Yes. That was fun.
How was that? Talk to me about it.
I was always so serious every time I went on TMZ. So they had like this thing where they would try to make me laugh. And then one day, like Harvey just got me and I just burst out, started laughing on camera. So I was always like, I have like a resting bitch face, like, but I'm literally the sweetest person. So I'll sit there like,
I didn't get that.
no.
You've been smiling the whole time since I met you.
Because you guys, your energy's so good. But we're at an event, Anthony would tell you, I'm sitting there like, like I'm very, very serious. But yeah, so TMZ was actually like life changing, honestly. Like I got a lot of opportunities through TMZ. I did that for about 2 years. And sometimes they'll ask me, oh, do you want to come on and give us, because I'm so opinionated online.
Yeah.
You know, they thought I was funny, but I was dead as serious. So, like, they think it's hilarious. And I'm like, okay, well, can I say this? And they'll be like, yes, give us that. So I'm like, okay. So that's how I got that gig, was just being, like, super opinionated online, on Twitter. So that was amazing. That was an amazing experience. And I loved them forever for that. Yeah.
Damn, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Not just TMZ. Talk your shit.
Oh, my favorite show I've ever been on has to be between E-Wags or Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm so happy you said it, because
No
I was about to
way.
say, like, come on, Dr. Oz.
Yeah, Dr. Oz, I was on twice, actually. I was talking about kombucha once and the health benefits of it. And then, you like kombucha?
No.
we just
Tell the story.
always
Tell the story. Tell the story. Martin Agency.
yeah.
Shout out to the Martin Agency. I love y'all. Y'all don't need to pay us
What
ad dollars.
happened
It's
with
family.
kombucha?
We just we flew down there and there was like you were giving a speech and they gave us a whole tour of the facility and somehow they actually have kombucha on tap for every employee.
Why?
It was
I don't know. I guess
was
it's that
crazy.
good. It's just like you just go to a bar they have. It's a self-serve bar and they have kombucha on tap, like 4 or 5 different kinds.
It's good for your gut health, I'll say that.
Yeah, but, like-
I'm not gonna lie. I've never, like, if I restarted life, I would literally study to work at a place like that. Like PlayStations, like couches everywhere. I'm pretty sure there's tons of companies like that, especially in the tech and advertisement world.
Yeah.
But shout out to the Martin Agency. That was an amazing experience. I had so much time speaking with them, and thank you for flying us out and giving us a 5-star experience. But it was amazing.
But kombucha.
Kombucha.
Do you drink it often?
No, because it's something that's selected probably once a week,
Yeah.
just for my gut health, because it tastes like spicy
It does.
air.
It's ew.
Yeah, it's
Don't say
hard.
ew.
My twin sister drinks it every day. Though,
acidy, like it tastes like apple cider vinegar mixed with whatever flavor that they say that's on the bottle.
yeah, like and with salsa, mixed with salsa water. Like
Yeah.
it's spicy. Yeah, but it's good for your gut health. So that's why I promote it. And we were just talking about that and, you know, the benefits of it. And so Dr. Oz is always a good time. He's the sweetest. I actually got a few of my clients on the show. My son was on the show telling the world how I burnt his waffles. So it was...
How?
Thank you, Gabe. I didn't want to ask. I was like, all right.
I'm not the best chef. And my son is just like me, where he's like super opinionated and I welcome it.
Yeah.
And he's like, so when you're cooking, River, he's like, well, I don't really cook waffles at home because my mom and my dad, they always burn my waffles. And his dad was watching it with his cousins and stuff when it came on. And he was just like, really? really gonna tell the world we burnt your waffles, and whatever, it's true, it's not a lie. So, but that was fun. And also EWAGs was really great, just because I got to show love to Musiq SoulChild, who's like a brother to me, and so that was a great experience as well.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What's the next TV show?
No, wait, please.
Okay.
Next TV show. Remember that.
Okay.
Yo, I'm like a Musiq SoulChild, like fan. Like lately, I've been very blessed to be around so many celebrities and so many influential people and so many amazing people. And usually, I walk away saying that they're just human. I'm not the type of person when I see a celebrity, I'm like, oh my god.
Right.
But SoulChild, that's. It brings back memories of childhood, growing up. That's a special person. So,
and he
shout out to
literally is like, he is like an earth angel. He's literally the sweetest person. He's like, the love that he expresses through his music, he's like walking form.
Yeah.
Like what you feel through his music is what you get. Like what the expectation. He's literally so sweet.
So me and my wife, when we got married, we was very broke. So we got married at the courthouse. Feel me? Bang bang. I'm not getting my money. But things have changed. Bank account look okay. So I want to kind of do like a 10-year anniversary, kind of like wedding.
Wait, so you're redoing your wedding?
Well, I want to do a 5-year one, but there was some things that my wife was like, yo, I just don't want to do it right now. Who's going to walk me down the aisle? Some personal things that she was dealing with. Stop it. And I was just like, well, we skipped 5, so I'm like, we can't do 6. That's kind of a weird number. What we could do whatever we want to do.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I'm thinking about doing a 10-year like wedding anniversary. And we're going to talk because I want Musiq SoulChild there.
Okay. I will definitely link you. Absolutely.
Yeah. Tell me I need fiber prices though.
I got you. Not fiber
$29.99. 2 souls.
Fiber prices.
Now 5 years from now we gonna be good. We gonna pay him right. We gonna pay him right. He keep it lip sync. You know what I'm saying? Just word.
You gotta get serious.
Teach me how to love. Show me the way. You gonna help me? You gonna let me be bad by myself?
Not with that voice.
When we get off camera, I got you. I'll hold you down.
Yeah,
got you.
If you're willing to sponsor my singing, don't, because you're gonna waste your money. But Musiq SoulChild's a legend. I'm sorry, I had to go on a tangent there.
Beautiful spirit.
Beautiful.
Seriously.
Beautiful voice.
Talking about music, I mean, we like really touched on it. You were talking about your aunt, right?
My aunt.
Rah Digga.
Rah Diggity Dig.
Rah Diggity Dig.
Yeah, she'll kill me for calling that on camera too, but it's okay.
Okay. All right, Harriet Tubman, because I kind of like that. That she
Harriet Tubman, okay.
How's your relationship with her?
We're extremely close. Yeah, I was in a hospital a couple of months ago. She came, saw me there, but we are very close. I actually handle a lot of her PR sometimes now, and I'm the one who got her verified, and so it's actually really beautiful because in her first album, my twin sister and I, like, you know how they used to do like shout outs in it? Yeah. We were in the shout outs, and I remember we were in middle school and we took it to school and we're showing everybody like, we're right here, because she was like in her prime, right?
Yeah, that's amazing.
And now it's kind of like, I don't know, full circle moment now that she comes to me like, she has a movie coming out actually. She's
no
like,
way.
I need a press run for this, and I have the studio set up. You have the press come in, do the interviews, and I'm like, okay. She's like, all right, we're gonna call. So it's like now we do business with one another. So it's like a surreal moment that she comes to me and asks me for it. She's like, yeah, everybody asking me about my niece Pilar, like, and I'm like, so it's like somebody was telling me, I was like, I need a publicist, and they started recommending you to me, and she was like, if you don't get out my face, that is my niece, like.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, it's beautiful to be able to pour back into her, how she poured into me and my career and my son. So it's beautiful. Yeah, I love her.
I realized something. You work with a lot of love and hip hop people?
I do.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that?
I'm the type of husband where, like, your wife is watching shows and you're like, yo, why you watching this? But then you secretly looking like, yo, this shit is crazy.
It's like the Jerry Springer Ratchet.
Yeah, it's like, yo, this shit is crazy, but you can't like really show that you into it. So I just want to know how was it working with like a Stevie J and Mariah Lynn, like,
Mariah Lynn is like family. I will say that.
Respect.
That is my sister, and I mean that outside of the industry, that is literally like somebody that is my sister. So that's genuine love there. Stevie J, we met probably like 2 or 3 times. Him, Little Medicis, and my son did a shoot together. Stevie J was very nice, very sweet. I can see where the charm comes in at how he gets his girls and stuff. He's very sweet.
Yeah.
That's as far as that would go with Stevie J. Who else did I work with? I had the magazine interview Safari. Safari's really sweet as well. Who else? Johnny Blaze, very nice, very
Johnny
sweet
Blaze.
girl. Yeah,
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny is savage. Like, that's my girl. But Johnny will give it to people. But again, she's literally the sweetest person.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, there are a few assholes, but I'm just naming the people that are really nice. Little Mendices, literally, him and my son grew up together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
Shout out to Mendices though. Yandy, Frederick Douglass Academy, Harlem. We went to the same high school.
nice.
Different years. I didn't go at the same time as her, but shout out to Harlem, Frederick Douglass Academy. We out here.
Shout out to Yandy. I love her so much.
Yeah.
She was someone who, when Madison and I were starting off our careers, she was immensely supportive. Immensely supportive. So the boys, that's how the boys, you know, they were always together. Mendices and my son were like conjoined by the hip, you know, so it's weird to actually watch them like grow up in a sense together now in the industry. So yeah, but Yandy is amazing. Little Mendices, that's my little baby. I have videos of Mendices crossing my son over in basketball and River falling to the ground. River's probably like 5 years old and he's super little. So, and now Mendices is driving, and you know, it's you know, watching your kids grow up.
Yeah,
So
it's a beautiful thing.
Moment. It's a beautiful thing to
That's
witness.
amazing.
Yeah. And then they grew into good kids, because there are a lot of kids in the industry that are shitty.
Exactly.
So they grew into really good kids. I wasn't allowing River to do that because I would have ripped his head off, but they grew into good kids. Absolutely.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Oh man. Okay, the industry, just everything. I feel like it had to come from somewhere, right? Did you have to study anything to be there? Like, but like, how did you get into it? Like, besides obviously, you know, your aunt being, you know, that person that she is, did you have to like
That's
make
the thing.
your
No
way?
one knew. No one knew she was my aunt originally. Like, we kept it like the best kept secret till 2016.
Oh wow.
When I got a call for a really big project, I don't want to name drop on this project because I don't like any of them, but I did an iconic, I'll tell you guys off camera.
Yeah, I got you.
But I did an iconic video. Let's
Okay.
just say that. And that was when I was pregnant with River, sorry.
Rivy Poo. Sorry, you Rivy Poo.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so used to saying it. And I didn't want any one celebrity to define my career, because that can make or break your career, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't want to just be known as, oh, I'm just working with Musiq or Rah Digga, or even though these are icons, they have their icon. I want to be able to have my own, to be able to stand on my own, right? So that's what I did. I started networking outside of my aunt. So for the longest, I didn't even work with my aunt until
wow.
I didn't want to use her celebrity.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to bring a table where she just sat down at. So it was like a bonus. And I was like, wait, Pilar Scratch and Rah Digga are related, you know? So that's the table I set up. So just through networking, let's say I saw an event, and let's say I before I was invited to a lot of events, my first major event I went to was Rihanna's Unapologetic Listening Party. That was
First
a surreal
one?
moment. That was
Wow.
the first one.
That's amazing.
And I met...
Can we go back in time? I want to go.
You could have came with me. I took my sister and a few of our
man.
close friends. And I met the cast and producer on Jerseylicious is actually the girl who linked me with Rihanna. She was, you know, and I worked for Jerseylicious for free.
Wow.
Right? So we got in, we were VIP. I stood in the line at the 40 Club, and they're like, aren't you Pilar Scratch? I'm like, yeah, I didn't know anything about the industry. So it's like, you're supposed to come this way. Like, and I'm like, okay, they had us do the carpet. It was new, so I was like so nervous. They took us upstairs. We met people like Tyson Beckford and J. Cole before J. Cole was like J. Cole, right?
Oh wow.
Maxwell told one of my old friends that she was a beautiful black goddess. She lives by that to this day. She's like, Maxwell said it. Y'all can't tell me nothing. So I just started networking, going to events and things like that. And I just never wanted one celebrity to define me. I wanted to be able to stand on my own 2 feet. Because if someone makes their career, they could take that career away from you as well.
Yeah.
So you have to network outside of, you know, just one person. I don't ever want to be known as just working with one celebrity ever. You know, I want to be that component. I want to be the main character. I am the main character. So when I walk into the room, I want people to know me for me.
Yeah.
And my worker is just like branches of me, you know? So you know my name before you know actually my work. You're like, oh no, Pilar does this and this, and I'm a Jill of all trades.
You are the main character. I love that.
You are the
me
main
too.
character too.
Bro,
You
respect.
too.
Respect.
I have a multitude of questions. It's kind of crazy.
Okay.
You're amazing, by the way.
You are too.
Damn, that's kind of all right. So I'm gonna start from, let's say, the idea of a celebrity. Do you want to be a celebrity? And you feel like it's just naturally happening.
What is a celebrity?
Exactly. So what is a celebrity for you? In the world of influencers, what is a celebrity?
I don't know. Someone that has influence, right? Someone that has a vast influence, either negative or positive, right? And they're specifically known by the masses in their field. So that would be a celebrity, right? Essentially, I'll be like, just by mere definition. Do I want to be a celebrity?
Has that been a goal for you, or you just feel like you've just been on it and you've just been doing what you do naturally, and you feel like maybe that's just happening?
I just live in my purpose. I don't like a lot of attention. I'm a natural introvert, believe it or not. Like, I'm the antisocial socialite, right? So I don't like a lot of attention. I used to be so open. That's how my journey got picked up by so many people, and they started like resonating with it. But now it's just like, it will be times where my son's father will be with my son inside the grocery store, and people are stopping River to take pictures with him. And my son's father is an analyst for a major corporation. He lives a private life, you know, and he's getting ambushed. Literally, he's not even with me. There's times where people are taking pictures of my son walking down the street from private accounts, and they're like, why are you having him walking down the street like he's a regular person? So, and then there's also a time where I was attacked in my house by a stalker.
Attacked? In your house?
I got a concussion. He broke my nose.
What?
Broke my front tooth.
In Jersey?
Yeah, my cousins literally beat the hell out of him. But I got attacked just because he was watching my every move. And I go by my real name.
Yeah.
Everything, you know, I have Pilar as my stage name.
Yeah.
So in that aspect of, you know, the celebrity that comes with that, it's to the point where it gets scary a little bit now. So my twin sister had somebody throw hot tea in her face one time at Newark Penn Station. So no, it comes with a lot. And I don't think people understand that part of it. So I try to be as like vocal as possible.
What the hell?
Yeah. Like I literally got attacked in my house.
That's tough. That is very tough.
It's a lot.
So
do I want the attention, being though everything I've been through now? I didn't know what I was doing while I was creating a brand. I just knew I was in survival mode. This is what's going to feed my son. This is how I'm able to spend time with my son. People like me. People like my outfits. People resonate with me. So this is what I'm going to do. Now it's like, it's scary a little bit, you know? So like my son's father called the police, everything, you know? So it's been an experience.
Wow, that is
guys, I have
tough.
Stories for days.
Well, keep telling us.
Oh my god,
that is crazy. That is a lot. I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
It's okay. It just made me stronger, honestly. And I can fight. I've been boxing since I was like 8. My mom put us in boxing classes, so like I can fight. I know how to defend myself. So, you know, if I didn't know how to defend myself, I probably would have been dead somewhere, because he was about 6'4", 300 pounds. Yeah, it was bad. I'm just grateful that my son wasn't with me during that time it happened. It was scary though. He like picked my locks and like didn't steal anything out of my apartment, just trashed the apartment. Just trashed it and then waited for me. It was so scary. My neighbor had to run upstairs with a bat and help me. It was, guys, it's not fun. It's not fun. So it's really, so when you see people like standoffish and they have like a big platform, trust they've probably been through something, and they're just like, you know, and I am literally a hermit. Like I will literally just work and marinate myself in work, because it's a lot to be outside sometimes and to be in that energy. So as for that aspect, no, I don't like the public life. That's why I wanted to retire. And I'm like, this PhD, I could go teach somewhere, you know? Yeah. So like a backup plan, I guess.
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
sorry
absolutely.
That you had to even go through
it's
that.
fine. Trust me, it's okay.
Okay. Well, now you mentioned your PhD. We got to hear all about that. That's like one of the biggest awards in life, and that's just honestly very impressive to say that you're a doctor.
Thank you.
You had an amazing couple of months.
I have, you know, and
Joe Biden and PhD.
Joe Biden and the unseasoned
We got to hear about both, because that's amazing.
Yeah. We just actually got back. I think that's why I'm so tired, guys. But we went to Dallas, Texas. It's Harvest Christian University, a Black-owned university. And they reached out to me and they said, through your work through the industry, we want to honor you with this degree in business. And I accepted it. And so I took my son with me, because it's like a moment. And it was the graduation ceremony. They had a big dinner. My friend Amadeus, he was there as well. He's like a bad boy producer. He got an honorary PhD as well. He put in a lot of work. So it was just a beautiful experience, honestly, and to see Black men come together and create a university, and it's an accredited university. So legitly, I can get a job just because I have an honorary degree. And they said something during the ceremony. They said it's not an honorary degree; it's a degree with honors. And these are people who put in. Tank actually received an honorary degree from them as well, and he had this conversation too. For me, it was just essentially a backup plan, but it is an honor to be, just recognized for, I have PhD level education in business, to be able to acquire a doctorate. So it is like a vast honor. So shout out to Dr. Robinson and Dr. Robinson. I love you guys. They're amazing.
That is amazing.
That's so
Thank
cool.
you.
Oh, man.
Talk to us about the White House. How was that?
Y'all know I'm about to talk about the unseasoned.
Please, doctor, tell us.
I don't know if you... Doctor, please. I don't know if you got any NDAs. Don't do nothing now.
No. It's just the picture component. They were really strict on the pictures there and what's being published from there. But I did get some videos. I'm going to post that in a couple of weeks. I have the pictures. They approved that I could post them, so I could finally post them. The White House was an experience. And you know what the surreal part? It wasn't even the experience of the White House. It was, now they invite me to their events like we're friends.
No way.
That is the part that I was screenshotting my best friend. I'm like, Antoine, they emailing me like, there's another event coming up. You want to come? Like, so it's like they're emailing like, hey, Pilar, we love you guys. Can you guys make it? We were supposed to go to the Easter egg hunt. We couldn't go because my COVID test came back inconclusive, which was like... Then I didn't have COVID. And it was just like, really, guys? So we couldn't go to that because you need a COVID test in order to, if you're not vaccinated, they want you to have a test. And so we didn't go for that. But they're inviting us to like several dinners and everything they're having. And I'm like, we might as well just move to DC, move in the White House, and we're all friends. So, but we did get to meet the VP and the president.
Nice.
It was an experience. Like,
how's Kamala?
She's beautiful. And I know that's like a cliche to say, but she was just like, her hair is just flowy. It was like, she just walks in slow motion. I can't express it, but she's really, really beautiful.
Okay. That's awesome.
River, he didn't like the chicken, but I'm gonna keep it at that.
It was baked. It was fried.
It was fried chicken. He wasn't a fan, but my son's Nigerian. He's used to his food being seasoned a certain type of way, so he didn't like it. I'm a vegan. They only had like the collard greens, but I'm pretty sure they cooked that like in a beef stock or something. So I didn't eat it. So we just went out to like Nobu after and we ate there. But River, he was excited. I don't think sometimes my son doesn't understand the rooms he's in at times, especially when he was younger. He said he went to school and was telling everybody we were at iHeartRadio because he's getting a show there. His show renewed there. Yeah. And we were at the building. We took pictures and all of this. And he was showing his friends. And they're like, oh my God, you were there. Or they started his friends following him. He's like, yeah, like I know that person. It's like my uncle. Like, they're like, what? Call him now. He called a few people at school to like impress his friends and show them. And they're like, River, why? I'm telling your mother, So yeah, but it's a blessing overall. You can relate. You have babies, so it's a blessing just to be able to expose them to your lifestyle, and you see how beneficial it is to them. To be an inspiration to your kids, amazing.
I don't know. It ignores me.
What do you mean?
After I was on the Kelly Clarkson, I went to pick up my daughter, and she was like, "Yeah, my dad is like a celebrity."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I am not a celebrity. She's like, guys, he's downplaying it. And it was like a movie. I was like, yo, chill out. Like you don't just go and tell people things. Like, that's rude. Like, yeah, my dad, you see his car, he has money. I'm like, yo, my oldest daughter be tripping sometimes.
Trust me, she probably Googled the show and showed all her friends. Yeah. Like, because, they go to bat at school even when you think they aren't.
No, the problem was the principals and the teachers.
What happened there?
Because, like, especially after Humans in New York came out, like, all the teachers was like, because my daughter was in one of the photos. I was like, oh my God, your dad. So when I came, it was like a long line of people like, oh my God, we realized we didn't know this. Blah, blah, blah.
The issue.
And my daughter was just like this, like a boss, like, yeah, that's him.
That's my dad. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, unnecessary pressure on me, relax.
The issue I run into with my kid, and maybe I can ask you if you run into it too, is the fact that I feel like they favor River sometimes, even when he's supposed to get in trouble. Do you feel as though, like...
Nah.
They're not afraid of you?
Yeah, no, they're afraid of me. See? But they're not afraid...
But that's going to go off on your kid. So it's going to be some favoritism there.
Like, it's weird, like... every time oh my God, I hope the teachers don't watch this. But like one of the teachers gets very nervous when my daughter does something wrong and she has to tell me. She's like, yeah, she's a good kid, but it's like I'm like, yo, just tell me. Like I ride with you. Like it's your job to make me build this human I'm trying to build, a good person in society. Yeah, but it's like it's definitely. But my daughter is a great kid, so usually if something happens, and it's better if my wife handles it because I'm more of the like my daughter wouldn't do this. And my wife was like, your daughter would definitely do that. And I'm like, no, she's not. She's just like me. And my wife was like, exactly. So it's always like, especially like, it's so weird like watching a kid. Like my daughter does things and like, I don't get mad because I'm like, yo, that's crazy. That's what I would do. Maybe I should change that because that didn't look right. You know, so like me, I feel like I've developed better as a human by watching my daughter do things. Because you know when you do something, and especially like if you're paying people or you're in a position of power, there's very few people that want to tell you like, I love Anthony and Gay because they be like, yo, John, you tripping. Like we don't care. Like we your boys, whatever. You gonna pay us, whatever.
It's
but
accountability.
It's accountability, right? Like so I'll be like, all right, cool. Like I keep them, even though they get on my nerves some days, like I keep them around because you need that. Absolutely. But there's a lot of people around you that just be like, all right, he can do whatever.
Kissing your ass.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, don't do that because I'm 28. I'm just trying to grow. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Cool. So you gotta hone those people to you. So sometimes when they do that, I'm just like, nah, like it's okay. Like I don't know what you think, but I don't have the power to end your career or do anything. Like, oh, maybe. Maybe at that school. But it's like, you know, it's just like, but I'm not on that type of time. It's just understanding communication. I'm human, you're human, we the same. It is what it is. I'm not trying to put myself in that box, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's favoritism, but it feels awkward sometimes when they're trying to discipline her or tell me she did something wrong.
They be favoriting River. The superintendent came to school just to meet River. I'm just like, like
that's a different level.
and then River do something. They be like, no, listen, he's old. I'm like, I will get him together. Like, you know, so they. I don't know, but River was homeschooled. This is his first time actually being in regular school. Yeah,
you did that how long? COVID?
Yeah, it was a year before COVID, and then we just put him back this year. Yeah, because honestly, he was getting too antisocial. So that was like, you know, he was prevailing. My son is so smart. He has one of the highest GPAs for 6th grade in the state of New Jersey.
That's amazing.
But he was
Liverpool, good job.
Yeah, NewJersey.com did a
he gonna watch this like, yo, don't ever talk to that man. Who he think he is?
He's so sweet.
I'm sorry, River.
NewJersey.com came out and did a whole story on him about his GPA, his IQ, all of that.
That's amazing.
And you know, like, I don't know though, but the schools definitely do favor him, and I just be looking at them. I be telling his father like, oh, you better handle it, because if I gotta go up there, heads rolling. So
you say he's Nigerian, right?
Yeah, he's Nigerian.
One of the most educated African groups in the world. So
let's not get a credit to him, his dad being Nigerian.
I'm sorry.
They know how to get money. You know
Yo, hey, man, hey,
no. Got a lot of
credit with credit.
Listen, O is a great dad, but the genius is for me. The genius is for me, and I'm gonna send this clip to him.
Yo, the real quick though, shout out to River Pooh. River Pooh. And what was the movie? Yo, in John's movie, whenever it comes out, if you want to play me, let me know.
Got you.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Yo, chill.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be back.
Welcome back to the Professional Winner Podcast. We are back with Dr. P. How you feeling today?
I'm groovy.
Yo, it's been an amazing discussion. It's been an amazing podcast. I thank you so much for coming on. We still got more to discuss, but just thank you for your energy, for your presence, for your resilience.
Traveling all the way here from Jersey, yo.
I know.
It's awesome.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, Newark, stand up.
Brick City.
So, I'm going to kind of talk to you about, like, what do you see your future panning out to be? Like, I know you're big at what you're doing. Do you have other aspirations? Do you have other goals? Talk to us about it.
Well, I know I talked about I wanted to retire, right? But we were just offered a show on a network, which we were supposed to start filming May 11th, but they pushed back the date till July 20th. So River, my aunt, and my cousin, so Vegas, are doing like a reality show with, you know, us being a family of entertainers.
No way.
Different generations, yeah.
What?
So they're going to follow us and document us. And
what?
I'm prepping myself because I don't like... We just had this conversation, and I'm not a big fan of people being all up in my face. But so it's going to be a new experience.
That's awesome.
Let me write one episode. I got Anthony and Gabe fight each other for no reason.
Yeah.
like they stalking you and they just start fighting. Like, I could do something crazy. Like,
Oh, that's amazing though. Seriously.
Nah, congratulations.
What would the name of the show be?
We don't know yet. It's Untitled right now, so we're just waiting and trying to get a good, I guess, like
that's so
catchy
cool
name. So it's like, 3 generations in the industry. My aunt being who she is, then us being kind of in the middle, and then my son is the 3rd generation in entertainment. So, I'm just grateful.
Reality TV show.
Reality TV.
You're just living your life.
Yeah.
Having those dramatic events.
I know. Don't expect to see me pulling anybody's hair. I'm not doing any of that. So.
Nah, you trying to get renewed? You gotta make it spicy. Purposely.
Yeah, I'll get other people. I have family that come
wild.
Yeah, they're wild out. But it's not gonna be me though. I'm gonna be sitting back like, sip my little drink.
But hit up one of your cousins and be like, yo, you want your 15 minutes of fame?
Absolutely. They already said it. They was like, just let us know when it's go time. I'm like, okay. Got you. So no, we're very entertaining. We're educated, entertaining.
Yeah, of course.
So I just want to show like a positive side to, but the drama gets the ratings, so it's going to be some drama incorporated. But I just overall want to show how successful businesses run, how you can run a business with your family, and how, just be dynamic bosses.
Well, you will work with Mariah Lynn, Stevie J, most of the Love and Hip Hop crew. You just got to invite them on the episode.
Absolutely.
Just have Mariah Lynn come and pop on somebody.
Yeah. She got me. She got my back. So I'm like, P, we got this. We got this. Let me find. Y'all might see Anthony on it.
Yo, Ant, what's up? Don't tell me about that episode. I'm not coming.
He better be on it. Come on. You gotta show your face, Anthony. You gotta come in front of the camera.
We're going to be those friends that go out to brunch. And I'm like, Anthony, I'm stressing out. Let me tell you. Yep. He like, talk to me, P.
He's gonna play some Drake song.
Oh
man.
That's right. So what about River? What about Liverpool?
My little Rivy.
He's going somewhere.
Yeah, he just expressed that he wants to start back acting again.
Nice.
So that is going to be something I focus on with him. He fractured his knee, so he has 2 events tomorrow. Hopefully he'll make it to those. Don't know. But, just taking it day by day, prepping him for, the show now and healing his leg. So that's what's next for him. Is he's good. You're going to see him back more into TV, and, he's been doing a lot of press interviews and all of this, but he has expressed interest to get back into acting. So
where do you see him, or where does he see himself in the world of acting? He's already worked with 2 EGOT winners, John Legend and Rita Moreno. So he has high expectations. He wants to do more of movies now. So he's not really into like the television. He wants to do more movies since he had the cameo in Hustlers, the movie, which was a terrifying experience because we were in a real jailhouse. Wow. And we got off on the wrong floor and they were just looking at us. Like, I'm like, get back in the elevator. So he wants to do more movies. So he said he's going to win an Oscar, and my baby could do whatever he wants. So I'm his biggest supporter. Does he have like a certain direction? Like, does he want to be in like romance or like horror?
He said
like,
action.
Action. Okay.
I can't see that, but if he can see it for him, I'm his coach, So he said he wants to do action films and he likes comedies. Yeah. He's at that stage where like romance is icky. So maybe in the future, but he's like, ew, girls, ew, I don't like her, mommy. Why do you keep saying that? Because you're texting her till 2 a.m. That's how I know. So,
he's got the height.
Yeah. He doesn't even know.
He Nigerian too. He assassin.
He'll get back more into that. So he really enjoyed it. He took some time off and now he wants to get back in the swing of things.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Dang.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's a lot of things brewing, a lot of things cooking up. I know you're proud.
I am. That's my little baby. He's literally my purpose in life. Like, I believe that, nobody could have told me I was going to be 19, got pregnant, and then I would have had one of the top child prodigies in the world. Just people told me, get an abortion, get rid of him, give him up for adoption. And I just knew that I was supposed to have him. And he's just like the epitome of my life. Like, I love him so much. That's my baby. Yeah. Even though I think he's faking his leg injury. But that's still my baby.
Honestly, though, I feel like it's kind of like a beautiful thing, I feel like a lot of the things that you said happened to you has obviously happened for a reason. Right. And, like, you are not, like, sitting there in a corner, like, depressed, crying in a closet.
Right. In a closet? No. You know what I thought of when you said that? Y'all remember those videos in the closet back in the day? Yeah. And the midgets would jump out. Okay.
And the midgets.
Okay. Yeah.
It's funny. We were talking about the R. Kelly's team earlier, but that's one of those names that should not be spoken anymore.
Touché. Yeah.
But Bleep this part out, Anthony. Top 10.
It's like Voldemort.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super proud of him, and yeah, he's just this sarcastic little bundle of joy, bucket of delight. I'm pretty sure your babies are buckets of delights for you as well. Yeah.
They're awesome. They're awesome. Right, babe?
Oh man,
They are.
Special.
special is a very interesting word, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Why?
Mean a lot of things.
Children are all special. I believe children bring out your purpose and
No,
they bring out
seriously.
the best of you, and you have this little support system in them no matter what. Someone looks at you like your hero every day,
Yeah.
so you have this person looking up to you. You don't want to let them down. So absolutely, they're special. Like I believe that with all
I
my
feel the
heart.
same way with my 2 children. They're my dogs. I love them.
I'm not doing this.
Yo, you really love those dogs, though.
Yo,
You try to
Suki, I
get.
love you. Kiro. Yeah. Sometimes I don't love you, but yeah.
What type
Yo,
of dogs do you have?
One's a Chihuahua. He's a Chiweenie. Chihuahua wiener dog.
I've never heard of that before.
He just made him.
He's a Chiweenie. The other one, she's
Yo, trademark that, bro.
the other one is a
Chiweenie.
Black Labrador mix. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Mixed with what?
I don't know.
He's not a black Labrador. He's
Black
mixed.
Lab mix. I don't
Make
know.
up a day for that one.
I don't know.
He's a Labaweenie.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But nah, man, this world is brutal. Seriously, like sometimes it's crazy how like kids can make you keep going and love yourself when like have love in this world when you can't even love yourself. So
It's true.
they're definitely special. They definitely have purpose for a lot of people, and sometimes people need them in their journey when they feel like they don't even need them, or they feel like they don't want the responsibility. Like I feel like anything that happens to you in life, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. If you're strong enough, if you're resilient enough, you'll figure it out. And even when you're not strong, it's okay. It's okay to sit back in a corner and just try to figure it out.
in the
what would you-
closet.
In the closet. What would you tell someone to get out of the closet, being through all the situations, or if they're inspiring to do what you would do? You know, like what's that little words of inspiration that you would give someone?
Weakness is purely choice. You can never fail if you never give up. So just keep enduring, and it's always like, it's cliche, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you have to believe that it starts with your mind. So if you believe it and you can see it in your mind, it could manifest into your reality. And I'm such a firm believer in that.
So fact, weakness is like a stock. There's no gains and no losses until you sell it.
Preach it.
Oof.
Word.
To quote that and then make it a meme and post it on Instagram.
Nah, they can have it. I got plenty of quotes.
You gotta write a quote in my quote book
Gotcha.
before we go.
I got you.
But yeah, before we go, I mean, there's one important question that we need to ask you that is honestly the staple of this entire podcast.
Okay.
Dr. P, you ready?
I'm ready. You make
Are
me
you
nervous,
sure?
but I'm ready.
Drum roll. Dr. P, what does a professional winner mean to you?
A professional winner is someone that pursues their purpose unapologetically.
You're ready for it.
I'm not gonna lie. That probably was the quickest answer and great answer that we've had in a while.
You're ready.
Thank you.
So, with that, this is the end of the Professional Owner Podcast. We thank you so much for coming through, for sharing your wisdom, for sharing your knowledge. You're resilient. You're great. Thank you for coming. Gabe, any last remarks?
Like, subscribe, follow Pilar Scratch on Instagram and
Right there.
other
Boom.
platforms that there is. She's amazing. And
They're amazing.
you will see her on her amazing reality TV show soon.
Guest appearance with Anthony Stevenson, Gabriel Talafero.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I will not be showing it on the reality TV show. But I would love to be behind the camera smiling as Gabe is Anthony is fighting in a bubble bath.
Whoa.
Where'd the bubble bath come from?
Yo, where'd that come from?
Listen, it's a Drake.
Yo, Drake? No.
Hire me. I'm a producer. We're out. Thank you so much. We love you. Thank you for your support.
Shout out to River Pooh.
River Pooh. This episode is for you.